best part about Periscope is the live aspect. So you hit your head on something, and it's recorded forever. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Give you all a quick view of where I'm at. Down in Las Vegas. Got the Bellagio. Got, I don't remember what that big building is. Cosmo. Isn't it crazy how big Las Vegas looks sometimes? It looks like it's this massive city when it's really not. It's all, gosh, I gotta stop hitting this thing here. It's all these big buildings and in this one little area. I'll give everybody 1 minute to jump on, and then we'll get started. This is a quick impromptu Periscope. So I appreciate you all saying sometime, oh, thank you for the hearts. Yeah, if you guys enjoy what I'm gonna have to say, you enjoy the view over here, give it a couple hearts. Make sure you share it out to your friends, your family, so they can jump in too, and hopefully they can get some value from this as well. And I, of course, appreciate it because it just helps me better get my message out, and you all are a much better testimonial to what I have to say than anything I have to say. So here we go. Again, everybody jumping on, you can see, oh, actually, that's kind of a cool view right there. Let's see if we can get that in. And there's Bellagio, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 15. So I'm at a conference right now, and I titled this video, the number one thing you must do to start moving your life forward, really positively move your life forward. And there's a couple things. And the number one thing is you got to keep learning. I'm here to learn. I'm here growing, working on different skill sets, learning different ways to better myself so I can better and more effectively and efficiently help the people that I serve and have the honor to work with. Learning is so crucial. A lot of people, I think one of the biggest mistakes people make is they get out of school and they think, okay, that's it. I don't know what the statistic is where you live, but I think in the United States, it's something like the average person reads only 2 books after they finish high school. 2 books. I mean, that's just insane, right? There's literally, you're saying that there's this wealth of knowledge available to you, and you're only going to look into it. Something of that, and of the people who read more than that, I think it's like 90% of them don't read past page 10 or whatever it is. What this says is that a lot of people aren't taking the time to invest in themselves, better themselves, evolve, grow, learn, and whatnot. It's tragic because there's so much information available, how you can expand what you want to do, your tools, and instead we relegate ourselves to complaining about our situation, accepting things as they are, pulling our hair out, cussing, moaning, thinking that this is it. Well, it never has to be it, right? There's so much more you can learn. So the number one thing you need to do is learn, and then the number 2 thing, this is a bonus thing, I said this is the number 1, is application. Application is crucial. I think sometimes people can fall into the trap of overlearning. Oh, thank you for the hearts, everybody. I appreciate it. I think sometimes people can fall into the trap of getting so consumed with learning and fixated on learning, going to seminars, reading the books, listening to tapes, and so on and so forth. And that's awesome and great. But it doesn't do anything if you're not applying it. It doesn't do anything if you're not applying it, right? Application is so crucial. I often say this to my Zero Limits Mastermind members that if you aren't applying this stuff, it's just me giving a rah-rah speech. And I like getting people fired up and stuff, but I much rather get people results. Results are really going to be the big thing. So the 2 big things is you got to learn, and then you got to apply what you learn. You got to apply what you learn. And because otherwise, I can't tell you how many things I've learned that I haven't applied, and I'm right back to trying to relearn them. But what's amazing is when I do apply what I learn, how much quicker I see results. Like that'd be a light bulb moment, right? And so it's kind of like learning a foreign language. If any of you ever learned a second language or a third language in school, what happens? You don't apply it, you forget it. But then when you go into another country or an area where you could benefit from using that language, all of a sudden it starts coming back to you. Or if you do a little studying and then you have a conversation partner or so on and so forth, right? It starts coming back, and then pretty soon your fluency of it goes up exponentially. It is not a mistake that, and this is why I say your present circumstances do not have to be your final destination. Meaning that if you start learning, your brain is this massive sponge. And everything you're doing right now, you're doing it because of what you've learned and how you've applied what you learned. Think about that. Everything you're doing right now, the results you currently have in your life are a direct result of everything that you've learned and everything you've applied. Really think about that for a moment. And if you question it, all you have to do is do a quick internet search and look up find a story of somebody who was in the exact same or pretty similar situation as you and was able to rise above and move beyond it. How do they do it? It's not a mistake that all those stories sound the same. They usually start with somebody going and doing the all-night study session in the library, finding the one book that inspired them, that clicked the light bulb. And then it ignited some sort of fire inside of them, right? And it got their emotion going and got them to move. And then what they do? They took action. They started application of it. These stories all go the same way. It's not just a coincidence. It's not these people I know I'm in Las Vegas, and it's not that these people are just out there rolling the dice and getting lucky. No, it's because they're applying. And there's this great expression. What is it? It's the better I get, the luckier I get. I think it goes something like that. The more I practice, the more I apply, the luckier I get. Meaning that, does luck factor into it? Yeah, and it's a small percent. And that small percent comes from the luck, comes from having taken enough skills and learned enough so that you're getting yourself so close to your goal that you might have these little millimeters left and you can get it in. It's like, imagine shooting a basketball. Anybody could throw a ball towards the rim, right? Anybody can throw a ball towards the rim. You may get close to it, you may not get anywhere near it. A professional basketball player can shoot over and over and over and again, and they're going to get really close to the rim, this close every time. Maybe they make it 9 times out of 10. And then every now and then they'll get what's called the shooter's roll. And the shooter's roll is that when they get to the rim and the ball rolls just a certain way where it drops in, they get what's called the shooter's roll because they've practiced so many times. They repetition, applying what they learned. They went to the shooting coaches, the basketball clinics. They studied the tapes and all these types of things. That they know what they need to do to make a basket. And every now and then there was a little thing off. They still follow through with what they need to do. They know they need to take a shot. And then they can get lucky. They get what's called the shooter's roll. So that's where luck plays into it. It's a small percentage of success. And even if the luck doesn't go their way that one time, they know that they can keep shooting. And if they keep shooting, they'll eventually make a shot. You read it, you watch interviews by great ball players, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. What do they say when you have an off game? You just keep shooting. You just keep shooting. Then you go and practice, you do it more and more again. So those are the 2 biggest things you got to do. If you want to move your life forward, if you want to create more positive results in your life, number 1 is you have to learn. You got to learn. You got to invest in yourself. You got to expand your mind. Draw from within and figure out how to tap into what's in here so that you can bring it out and start doing some amazing things with it. And then when you bring this out, then it's all about application. You got to take action. Right? Otherwise, it's inspiring words and rah-rah speeches, and that's cool and all. But it's never going to get you to the top. And that's not to say that I'm on the top. I'm in a hotel right now where there's about 20 more stories above me, so I still have some work to do. But I'm in the process of climbing. And I know that by applying what I'm learning right now is going to help me continue to climb to the top. Right? I hope this was of value of you all. I have about 30 seconds for questions before I have to run back in for my lunch break. So if anybody has any quick questions, please let me know. Thank you everybody for all the hearts. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for the jerkiness of the picture. I keep switching hands and trying not to do that, which I just did, bumping my head against the thing. I thought I'd given myself enough space. Any questions at all? And no, I haven't got a chance to play poker. No, I haven't got a chance to gamble. It's really been a working thing. I'm hoping to maybe get not 20 minutes, maybe if I can get an hour or 2 at the end of the weekend to play poker, I would really like to. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come back to Vegas in the next couple months to just play poker a little bit. All right, I got to run back in. The thing's going to start back up. So I hope this was of value of everybody. I'll put it up on YouTube. If you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends, your family, your coworkers, anybody who you think would find value in it as well. And again, I encourage you, if I could give you one piece of parting advice, it'd be this: learn one new thing today. Learn one new thing today, and then take action to make it happen. Meaning you write a note, you send an email, you post a post on Facebook, you contact a mentor, a coach, something like that. If your goal is to lose weight or maybe be able to do 100 push-ups, you drop down and you do 20 push-ups, and you contact a personal trainer who can teach you about how to do more push-ups. So this is good content, and apply it. Apply it, apply it, apply it. So challenge yourself today. What's your one thing you can do today? What's your one thing that you can do? And then what's one action, one application that you can take to do it today to make it happen? Think about this. Okay, I have to go. They're motioning me. Think about this. If you did one thing, hold on. If you did one thing every day, just one thing, at the end of the year, 365. Well, this year we have a bonus day. 366 things that you would have done every day. 366 steps forward towards a goal. Do you think you might get towards your goal if you took 366 steps towards it every day? I bet you would. All right, take care, everybody. We'll do this again soon. Have an awesome rest of your day. Bye-bye. Oops, swipe down. Shit, wrong button.